miles. There were flashes of brilliance, but at the end of 2003, Whincup's debut V8 season, things hadn't worked out as planned, and he was dumped from a full-time drive.
It was very, very tough times, and I'll never, ever forget that. And, you know, it just gives you motivation to make sure that the opportunity you do have, it's not there, it's a big opportunity, and it's one I'm no doubt going to make the most of.
Our apologies for the voiceover in that story. He has come a long way from that tumultuous period with Gary Rogers, though, winning titles and the famous Bathurst 1000 on more than one occasion. Jamie Whincup is our special studio guest for tonight's edition of RPM. Let's launch into the V8 endurance events because they really are upon us now. Phillip Island 500 just around the corner. Everyone excited about Bathurst in October. How are you looking for the island?
Yeah, no, we're looking good. So what's happened? Chapter 1's finished, and now we're into Chapter 2 of 3. 3 big endurance races: Phillip Island, Bathurst, and then the Gold Coast 600. So as far as I'm concerned, personally, we're on track. I won't say any more or less than that. We're on track. Still massive amount of points up for grabs at Phillip Island, and then of course at Bathurst. So these 2 races generally change your whole year.
And you've got a pretty good co-driver. You've got a new co-driver this year with not James Thompson.
Andrew Thompson. Yeah.
But you know, he's doing a great job in the development series.
Yeah, so we picked Tomo over 12 months ago now, and give him an opportunity. He's done a heap of laps in the development series, which is good. And then those Friday sessions. Every Friday you get two practice sessions in the morning where you can put your co-driver in. So he's done a heap of miles. Yep. He's had a tough run, similar to myself. He's been in bad cars for a long time, and there's a big opportunity here for Tomo to prove his worth.
What about your future? Do you want to stay in this country and continue with V8 supercars, or you want to go and do something else?
Hey, that's a tough call. I never plan too far ahead. I like to think about it, but never plan further than, say, a couple of weeks.
So when you think, what do you think of?
Hey, as I've said in the past, I've been jealous of my mates who've gone overseas and done that thing. The thing is, though, the V8 supercar category is forever expanding, and we're going to places like Texas in a couple of years' time. So, from the direction V8 supercar heading, it's very, very exciting, and hopefully I've still got motivation to keep going and keep going in this category. But then I look at footage like this of what Marcus is doing, and it's unbelievable.
He went at a very different time, though, a very different time in terms of the economy. Yeah. He openly admitted a backward step to go forward once again. He had to really establish himself in that category. Do you think you could allow yourself to do something like that again, whatever the category might be?
Are you suggesting I wouldn't be able to do it?
No, I know you could do it. I know you could do it. But the thing is, you're here, you're established, you're a massive quantity in this country. Yeah. To walk away from that is also a big decision. That's, I guess, what I'm saying.
Oh, for sure. No, and I've got no plan to walk away from from my focus on V8 supercars and what we do here in Australia. And I don't want to walk away from the Australian fans either. It's I've generated such a good thing here in Australia, but how can you not look at that NASCAR thing and
so
feel
it still appeals?
Oh, absolutely. I think it appeals to most V8 supercar drivers. They probably just don't mention it much.
Just moving away from 4 wheels, you like 2 wheels a bit. I think we actually found a bit of vision of you at. I think it might be
we did too. Yeah.
You do some track.
No,
here it is.
Isn't this
on that was something.
Fistful of front brake there, mate.
Sorry, Roland, we forgot to tell you about this is a track day we did a few weeks ago with Jamie, but
there's nothing really wrong with the car.
I wish I could ride a bike that fast.
But you do ride bikes, you get road bikes, and you do a few track days and stuff?
Love my bikes, absolutely love my Lownsy's right into it as well, so we organise track days here and there. Good thing is the boss loves his motorbikes as well, so he lets us do it. So, yeah, we should be living our life in cotton wool, but, yeah, no, when it comes to bikes, we're loose.
So road bikes, do you do dirt bikes as well?
Yeah, I did dirt bikes for years when I lived in Melbourne.
Yep.
The opportunity's quite restricted up on the Gold Coast, so now it's mainly on the road.
I won't tell you where I live then.
Yeah.
We talked about, what you potentially may do in your future there before. What about the future of V8 supercar? Because it's, in only a very short period of time, there'll be quite a significant change to the category, car of the future. You excited about that, and what can you tell us?
Well, the future looks extremely good. At the moment we've got such a great thing with 28 drivers all getting paid, and there's personnel of 40 to 50 people in each team, all receiving a wage out of a motorsport category, and there's probably only 2 other categories in the world that can really say that it's financially sound. We keep forever changing things. It's important to keep changing things and changing the cars, changing the race format, changing what goes on track so it doesn't become stale and boring. For me personally, I need new challenges as well. So my number getting stolen at the end of last year, that's definitely motivated me for another 12 months, and fingers crossed more will come up in the future for me. But car of the future, hey, I'm like most people, I've got a question mark over it. What's actually going to happen? Are we still going to have this really cool, expensive car to drive? And is it going to have the character that when guys like Ken Block and his clan come out and say, hey, these are awesome cars? Fingers crossed that's still the case. And with the sale of the category, hey, that'll mean more international races, which is a good thing as well.
All right, what about your observations? You're a champion, you're someone who's succeeded at Bathurst, of the next brigade coming through. I mean, you look at guys like Tim Slade, Shane van Gisbergen, for example. What do you think of those guys?
Well, hey, we need young guys coming through for sure, and those guys are doing a phenomenal job, and they've been given the opportunities as well, which is great. So whether the changing of the guard is here or not, I'm not 100% convinced on that, but Slady at Queensland Raceway, that's worth commenting on. He did a phenomenal job.
Let's cut to the chase here, because we've done a little bit of homework. Can't really tell you the source. OK, it's Will Davison, but anyway, that's another story. What is your obsession with incinerators? What's that about?
I can't believe we're talking about this. Have you guys got an incinerator? You're on an incinerator, huh?
We have got incinerators, but that's not the point. We're not obsessed with them. What is it about you with incinerators?
Mate, I lived my life for years scraping the rest of my dinner into a garbage bag, and I just wash it straight down the sink.
Well, your old flatmate, dead set, Will Davison, he said every time he came back, he said that bloody Whincup, he's trying to shove chickens down there. He was trying to just get the biggest thing he could down an incinerator.
Unfortunately, yeah, we'd get a bit silly with it. Yeah, after a few drinks, there'd be all sorts of things going down there. But hey, the convenience of dinner, straight after dinner, wash it up, perfect.
Jamie, thank you very much. Stay with us to the end of the program. Will, we know you're watching. We'll talk to him in the break about things to get you on at some point. And here's our mate Will McCloy as well, who's got, he's a bit of a car buff, or thinks he is anyway. He's getting some advice from our good friends at Auto One.